We're at Fairbanks Princess Riverside Lodge. This is our first stop off. We did Fairbanks yesterday, the downtown section. This is our hotel. It's right on the water. There's the hotel. And we're off to Denali next.
Part turn, part dive, and these pilots have to know how to do that if they're going to land, say, on a tiny little lake surrounded by tall trees, and you can't make a nice gradual descent. Sometimes you got to just corkscrew it right down. See there? Side slip, nice controlled descent. And then hanging out over the surface of the water. One hopped it just a little, but this is not gymnastics. You can walk away from it. It's a 10. So we're going to give full credit. And 88 Zulu is right back down on the team. Another successful lap around the boat. Frame, a fabric coating about like your bed sheets. Carry 700 to 1,000 pounds of cargo and fly for about 4 hours. And then you let him ride it out. The piper first started later though, so they just trained out their full potential. That's how she discovered Granite against all the odds. How early, though, in the life of a little dog does this begin, this bonding, in any significant way?
Well, we'll start working with the puppies when they're just a few days old. So after mom has had a couple of days to rest after giving birth, we'll go into the pen with the puppies and the mom, pick up each individual pup, look them over, and then blow across their noses. Now, in doing this, they're learning our scent, so once their eyes and ears open, they already see us as a friend and are comfortable with us handling them. And once they got their feet underneath them, like these guys very much do, we like to give them challenges to overcome. So that could be just running through the bushes on the bank, or stepping their feet in the water. Or one of the first challenges we usually give a puppy is just jumping over these logs right here. Now, for a small pup, that is a huge ask, but we'll always encourage them over, and if they can't make it, we'll help them through that challenge, and then once they do make it over that log, we'll give them a lot of love and a lot of praise on the other side. Now, they're learning a couple of things with us doing this. The first thing they're learning is that I will never ask them to do anything that they are not capable of. And the other thing they're really learning is that if it does get tough out there, if there is a challenge that seems impossible to overcome, we will be there to help them out, and we will have each other's backs and get through that challenge together. It's a very strong trust and be trusted bond we have with our dogs, which is what Susan believed in.
Well, yeah, and that's what she called it for all those years, the trust and be trusted relationship. But, you know, I can't help but notice that it's getting a little harder for Tori and Anna Marie to keep up with these dogs. And, all right. Well, it's a shame these dogs aren't eager to do this, isn't it? Look at all that power picking up speed, and Katrina is gone. But keep looking to... Those are friends of ours. But we'd like for you to see them in this setting, while emphasizing, again, how nothing goes to waste in Alaska Native culture. A time of good hunting means your family will have meat for food, hides for clothing and shelter, gut, bones, sinew, antlers, all of it. Whatever you don't eat, you make something out of. Now what you see in the pen over here is, of course, domesticated Rangifer tarandus, the same genus and species as the indigenous wild caribou. These are reindeer, but in all the ways that matter, virtually indistinguishable from their wild cousins, other than being a little smaller. They have all the same adaptations, like that nice thin dark brown coat for the summertime. In the winter, they'll grow in a thick white coat. So they always have natural camouflage. And every strand of hair is hollow. There's actually air trapped inside, so it makes them naturally buoyant. They're good swimmers. And also, Peanut is spring and runoff fed, so its water is darker and clearer, which is unique from the algae in the summer. The short ribs winter alive right up off the bow or on your monitor. Now I'm actually going to challenge you to not think of this moment in your life every time you put half and half in your takes to get all, in just a few weeks to get a whole winter's worth of salmon ready. But why don't we start with the camp itself now? What are all these different things around you?
Sure. This area is similar to many Athabascan fish camps along the Tanana or Yukon River during the summer months. Each summer, families would pack up and head up to about 30 miles away from their village to their family's fish camp. At my family's fish camp, we use set nets to catch our salmon. However, each of the king and silver and 2 runs of the chum. Because the chum are slightly lesser quality because they run twice each summer, we usually reserve them for the dogs. The process I started right here is a basic dog food cut. I started by removing the head and separating the 2 fillets from the backbone, leaving them connected at the tail so I can hang them up on the air drying racks. There's still some meat left on this backbone, and since nothing is ever wasted in our culture, I'm just going to break it off and then we feed this to the dogs at camp. If this were head of a higher quality salmon, it could be made into fish head soup for our elders.
Yeah. How is fish head soup, by the way?
I don't know, JR. I'm not old enough.
Oh, she knows. No, she's right. Elders eat first, so we'll ask her again in about 50 years. Why are the slicing now into the fillet?
Well, right now I'm scoring the salmon, which is making diagonal cuts through the flesh down to the skin. Scoring creates more surface area on the fillet, allowing the smoke to work deeper inside the salmon and further dehydrate it.
And you see when she holds it up, always like this for a picture. Every one of those cuts she made opens a vent, so that'll lose all its water weight, but none of the nutritional value. All those calories the dogs need. Very nicely done. No fingers or thumbs on the table either. Now, why would you not just take that right into the smokehouse? You say it's better to leave it exposed out here?
Well, we don't like to put a wet drippy salmon directly inside the smokehouse because then it may mold. So I'm just going to hang this up on the air drying racks until it stops dripping and has a nice sheen or glaze on it. And then it can go inside of the smokehouse. Keep in mind that every family and region have their own preferences and techniques to smoking salmon. And since this process is for dog food, once the salmon is inside the smokehouse, it can be rotated around inside for up to 2 to 3 weeks until it's fully dehydrated, weighs less than a pound, and looks something like this.
Yeah, a lot like rawhide actually, but with a lot more nutrition that'll keep your dogs fueled up all winter. They'll gnaw away on it. But I'm having trouble believing that your family would want to gnaw away on something like that all winter. So how about when we're making salmon that's for the humans?
There's a few differences. For ourselves, we like to add a little more time and care into the process. So first we start off with a higher quality king or silver salmon, and then we would wash it very well. Now we also like those fillets, but often we make ours into long vertical pieces called salmon strips. And next, we would soak this inside of a brine. My family likes to use brown sugar and salt helps keep flies away when they're out on their air drying racks. So once the salmon is done soaking in the brine, it can go to the racks to dry and then inside of the smokehouse. It would be inside of the smokehouse for a much shorter amount of time than for the dogs. Maybe just a few days so it has a soft texture. And finally, we like to use a different wood to smoke our salmon. We like to use alder cottonwood because it gives the salmon a sweeter taste.
Right around calving season. So George does, he's more on the scientific educational passion.
Edit out. So here we are at Princess Denali Resort, right on the river. It's about 4 o'clock. Just arrived a little while ago, got our luggage, arrived to the room, unpacked for a little bit, and now we're looking for dinner. I don't think any of those were Denali yet. No, taking video, and we are at dinner at the Grizzly Bear Bar and Grill. Bar and Grill. Say again?
Grizzly Bar and Grill.
Okay.
And look at the beautiful background.
Oh, look at the background. Actually, I wanted to show the river, so I should show that. But there's an owl.
Denali National Park and Preserve. a majestic wilderness park that has held the promise of endless discovery for a nation of pioneers since 1917. Remote and untamed, the park attracted visitors then, as now, appealing to the explorer in each of us. Join us now and experience the early years. We'll travel across time and tundra with the pioneers that shaped the vision for the national park you see today. For nearly a decade, famed naturalist and hunter Charles Sheldon lobbied for creation of a new park.
Charles Sheldon took him into the McKinley Range, traveled all over the area, in horses in summer, dogs in winter, and while he was there, he had an idea that it would be a good thing to have that as a game sanctuary and a park.
Finally, in 1917, Mount McKinley National Park was created by an act of Congress for the preservation of wildlife and the enjoyment of the public. In 1980, it was enlarged and renamed Denali National Park and Preserve. Harry Karstens, the park's first superintendent, shared Sheldon's vision. Standing alone in the huge wilderness park, Karstens faced every imaginable challenge. Extremes of terrain and temperature, game poachers, even moonshiners.
Yeah, I know that Dad went down from time to time and got the people making whiskey for them our business. It was a primitive life, and that's what I grew up in.
Every stop, a mystery reminds me that I want to be Denali bound. Denali bound. I wish I was Denali bound. Here's where your part comes in. Goes home of the grizzly bear, home of the snowshoe hare, home of the mossy tundra soft beneath my feet. Oh, you did good. We're going to do one more time. Just the chorus part. Really easy from home. 2, 3, 4. Home of the grizzly bear. Home of the snowshoe hare. Home of the mossy tundra soft beneath my feet.
Nice.
Hey! You did awesome. You know the Denali Natural History Tours are the best singers. I don't know why that is, but every single time you always impress me.
family is from Nolado, Alaska. It's along the Yukon River. It's hard to point out where exactly it is. It's like towards the Nome area, if you guys know where that is. Within Nolado, there's about 200 of us. We do extend to other villages, so about 600 at most. Our clan name is Caribou Clan. Some of our traditions are beating, sewing, and hunting. The way I was able to keep it alive is by beating. I was lucky enough to be taught by my mom and aunt at the age of 10. I appreciate them. It was just unfortunate. They only taught me one pattern. So for 13 years,
They got the command to do it. They want to play too.
Yes, they are. Let's get a round of applause.
Seinfeld?
Say again?
Seinfeld?
Party of 4?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, the mountains. This stuff, yeah.
Look how pretty they are. They look just, now they look pretty. I bet when the sun's out, they look really good.
Flights were so stupid crazy. And then we went over to the timeshare.
Okay, this is the middle of the ship.
No way, I'm too tired.
No, but I would like to
Which
see
has
it.
elevators in the middle
See it.
that are glass and go up
Is it working,
each of the floors. Look at the sun coming down. This is the middle atrium. Piano, bar, and then you can see outside. All right, just got on board the ship, had dinner, and now it's 10:45, I think. And there's the view off the side of the ship, all the mountains. Checked into our room, got unpacked, and we're underway. And they're looking at the jacuzzi tubs behind me. Here we are at Hubbard. There's a couple excursion boats going out, and they're going to head up to the glacier, which is out this way. I saw 3 seals out on the ice out there a second ago. Too far to get on the video. Go back here, we can show you the fjord. If we can zoom in here. There we go, now we're on zoom. And we can see a little closer up. The first boat is way out there, you can see as a little tiny dot. 3 glaciers up this way. There's 1, 2, 3 over there. So the captain, you can see, is pivoting the boat. He's doing a 360.
He's just doing a 360.
And he's turning around so we can actually get the other side to see. So we'll go up this way. That's the boat turning, not me turning.
Yes.
I'm talking to the camera. You can see the other excursion headed out. There's the one that went out earlier, way out there. He's way up close. That's 9 times magnification. Ooh. Welcome to Skagway. Ladies hanging out the window looking for business.
She'll be driving 6 white horses when she comes, and we'll all go out to greet her when she comes. And we'll all go out to greet her when she comes. And we'll all go out to greet her, and we'll all go out to greet her, and we'll all go out to greet her when she comes. She will
Alright, we've been hiking for 20 minutes to get to Mendenhall Glacier. This is the waterfall off the top, and Mendenhall is to the left. So we got to the end of the beach here. You can see that. Pretty loud. You can see Mendenhall in the background there. We'll go up to the edge. We're at the water's edge now, so there's Mendenhall in the background. So that's it. Water might be down closer to the water's edge, but This is about our time limit. Here we go. There's our tourist. Hi, tourist. And then here's the waterfall again. Mendenhall Glacier is over to our left. Out the distance. Birds are flying around looking for some food. Got a bunch of tourists that want to fall into the water. Got the way, missed their boat. Let's go, guys. All the way up. Oh, pretty. Coming out at the top. Look there. Thanks, Paul. So that's Mendenhall Glacier. No zoom. We walked all the way down there. This is the lake that it melts into, the fjord. You can see a couple icebergs out there. There's one. The second one. Pretty far out there.
It's coming tail. Nope. No tail? Oh.
Another breath. Watch for a tail. Watch for a tail.
That one's coming up. No?
Nope.
No.
Give me that tail, girl.
There you go.
Oh, that is not
Did you get it?
Yeah.
Dinner. I got a net.
Oh, he is. I got him. I got him.
Let's get him. Our salmon are coming back to spawn. So. Hey, ho. Somebody chasing. Oh, I got a baby well.
It's the Herman's boat. Two out. There he is, a spout again. Two of them. I got it. Now you can see. It's four of them. There's four right there. There's a good one. Get her up there. There's a fin. There's a big one right in front of us. Twin tails. That was a big boy.
Yeah, that would have been a good one.
Put on a chauffeur.
There he goes.
There he goes.
Maybe.
Yeah, and they get a photo of them, right?
There we go.
There, got it.
There's Flame. That's my girl. That's cool. Flame. What's for the tail? Oh. No, the one tail that we just saw tail is Flame, that white tail. When we get back to the dock, we'll walk you back to your life-size articulated tail.
We'll give you all our emails after this.
Is that other whale who I think it is? You know?
The Riddler?
That's what I thought. Okay, I wasn't sure. I think it was Riddler. Take it out. Yeah, for sure.
First one was definitely
Flame. I got that one. So we're on the ATV up on the top of this ridge, and we're taking a stop for some pictures.
There you go. We had to get one with our car too.
Oh, yeah.
There's Craig. There's our number 2 driver.
I can push in this guy, but he's...
We have to stay
I know.
3 lengths behind her, so.
It's gorgeous. Oh, look, here's the...
All right, so here we are at the top of the mountain, and we're at a point where you can see the base camp. So if we go down and zoom in, closer, like there.
Yeah, you have
down in there is base camp. Pretty far away.
It's very flat, but it's not as flat as Nebraska. You have more
That's it. So here we are on top.
like white-tailed deer. Yeah. Northeast Iowa is really pretty because that's where there's a glacier there, and it's more. There's bluffs. We go kayaking like with the bluffs on either.
They don't have it in it yet. I don't see anything. They're just coming through. Oh, one guy's got one. One guy's got a baked Alaska.